Howdy peeps, welcome back or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. Bit of a two-parter today, I suppose you could say. I've already taken the nasty crinkly bags off, but we're going to unbox or show 5 new custom diamond paintings. I have got more, but I can't show them for reasons of what is allowed on YouTube. And then I'm going to go through the tools and other added stuffs which I've got tucked just out of the way that I find really useful and really helpful for diamond painting. So if you want to see that, let's skip ahead a bit, but before we get there, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I do read and generally reply to all the comments on my videos, even the negative ones, because, well, sometimes it's funny to troll the trolls. Anyway, let's get on with this. So the ones I've got I can show you. I've kind of put in order of naughtiness. So first one is this one. These are all AI generated images that I've generated. So we have a horned demon rat skull, or Skaven skull if you're a Warhammer obsessed nutter, like I kind of am. We've got 14 colours. These are all 40 by 30s. Various shades of black and green and bone. I'm not going to open these up because it will just make loud noises, crinkly noises. These are the mini bagged versions. They've got the drill number on the bags. Yeah, they can be good, they can be annoying. What I tend to do is end up emptying them all out into something. Well, what we shall do is we shall grab a couple of the tools that are useful, because we're going to probably use a couple of them going through the video. Oh, come on. Ooh. First one is actually sticky tape that you can write on, because sometimes, or quite a lot of the time, these things will come, they'll either have the code number for the canvas on the bag, or they'll have a picture which shows what the canvas is on the bag of drills. We've got the usual, missed the bin, never mind. So I'll just turn this around so I can actually see what I'm writing. Skaven skull. And that is so when I chuck it in the tote bin full of various drills for various diamond paintings I've not done yet, I'll be able to figure out which one it goes with. So they're going to be the same as well. This one is a pretty lady in a blue dress in a garden. AI meant to be Flor Jansen, but doesn't really look like her. But hey, close enough. Beggars can't be choosers. And yes, many greens, browns and fleshy colours, which is always good. I do find with some of the custom diamond paintings, some of the, especially the flesh tones they choose, can be a bit weird. They work okay from when you're sort of a good distance away. When you're close up, they can look very, should we say, sunburnt, or like a burn victim. We'll call this one Floor. blue dress. I'm just using I say a fine liner pen. It's a 2.5mm, so it's not that fine. To write what they are. If they've got a proper number, like a lengthy code number at the top of the thing, then that works. You can write that down as well. Next one we have is a Christina Hendricks, also in a blue dress, weirdly enough. I think I had in a garden as well. I wonder whether I had the quote or the prompt put into the AI of blah 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 and then just changed the name. Might have happened. We do have a continuing theme. So Christina blue dress. So I'm aware some people there are ethic concerns about AI generated images of real people, but I don't worry about it because I'm not making money from it, and it's not for commercial use or anything like that, and it's not like I'm doing anything untoward with them. Got the little mini drills again, or the mini bags I should say. Good mix of colours, not a huge amount of different colours in it, but there we go. This one turned up a bit late, but then I was doing a 40x70 of Cthulhu Christmas week, so I wouldn't really have got around to it. I'll do it next Christmas. That is Christina Hendricks as a sexy Santa. Yeah, I did do that one. Again, I think that's literally all I typed in as a prompt. But yes, there is a definite theme here. Although for this year, oh god, I am going to be getting, I say getting a bunch of, or getting into, I'm going to be doing cryptids. Yeah, paranormally and supernaturally stuff. So I will be getting a bunch of those, and I can then show those on the channel. Christina Santa. Stick that one out of the way, and we'll chuck that back in the bin again. Some feels a bit fat. And this one, as I say, sometimes you'll get them and the print will be the full photo. Other times you get them and you're getting the pixelated drill pattern, as it were. Although typical with diamond paintings, they look better on a smaller screen or from further away. This is obviously Floor in the Forest. 165 PG251. As you can see, this one's in baggies and does have the canvas number printed on it. Comes with a slightly more advanced toolkit, so we will do we need the wax? Probably not, but we'll just take it out anyway and chuck the rest in the bin. I know people are going, oh, he's wasteful throwing it in the bin. Think of the starving children in Africa. sorry, that's throwback to an in-joke from somewhere else. But when you buy lots of diamond paintings and they all come with the exact same toolkit, you just end up with bloody dozens or hundreds of them. So there we go. Right, forest. There we go. That'll do. So there we go. That's the unboxing section done. We'll get those out of the way so that we don't offend anyone's sensibilities any more than we have to. Pop them down there. So, first useful thing, a cutting mat. Yeah, I went A2 because it is basically 40 by 30, so I can fit a canvas on it, no problem. And it just protects the surface you're working on. If nothing else, I mean, diamond paintings, you're not going to be cutting anything. And as I've already said, some tape you can write on that actually sticks. That's the important thing, because a lot of masking tapes are designed to not stick. Which, when you're labelling up bags and bags, chucking them all in a tote bin and then rummaging around them to find the right one, yeah, you do tend to not be able to find the one you want. And then you find half of the bits of tape have fallen off. So next up is just some cheap washi tape. Good for going around the edges of finished diamond paintings, especially if you're using the magnetic frames, because they are slightly larger than the image. So I find just sticking a bit of washi tape around the edges over the sticky part it just finishes things off better. Then a tin. So if you've got lots of baggies of drills and you're having to pack away, you can chuck them all in there. And the next couple of things we have a pad and a chamois. Because I sit down, I don't stand to diamond paint, I sit down because it's just the way I do hobbies. That is really good for resting the elbow on the arm that you're not using. Just stops it from being on a rock hard surface. And then old chamois. This is a fake chamois, it's not a real one. Synthetic, I think, yeah. Yeah, it's good for leaning your right wrist on, presumably you're right-handed. Or your actual dabbing hand, as it were. Stops you getting stuck to the canvas and stops you getting that imprint of all the drills in the back of your arm that you get down there if you lean your arm across the canvas, and also stops the drills sticking to your hand and pulling off the canvas. After that, some basic artist washing tape, washing? Masking tape, that's it. Just some basic art supply masking tape. This one's off Temu. It's low tack. I use it to go around the edge of the canvas where I'm going to be leaning. Again, just so I don't stick to it. Hair doesn't stick to it. Dirt, dust, random other drills. Sturdy and sharp pair of scissors for cutting canvas. I know, and you're going, why would you cut the canvas? Well, sometimes, depending on the frames, you might need to cut around the edges to trim it down a bit. And a good sharp pair of scissors will work better than the next thing. a sharp knife, and by a sharp knife I mean a sharp knife. Not that retractable folding knife that you've had in the kitchen drawer for 6 years. It's been used for everything. That's not sharp. Even if you snap a new bit of blade off, it's not sharp. It's blunt. So something like a scalpel or a craft knife with replaceable blades, and then a decent pair of tweezers. I'll bring these up close because, yeah, see, thick, heavy, chunky, stainless. I've had these things donkey's years. Scale modelling tool again. Next up we have various sizes of disposable shot cup or little glass or cup or whatever you want to call them. Like I was saying with the mini bags, which you cut the bag open and then you can't reseal it, I just empty them into these. You can see they've all got labels on them, which tends to work out quite well because they're usually the most commonly used numbers and letters. Occasionally you'll get drills where the stick has gone from the canvas or is just a non-sticky spot. A clear drying PVA glue. I use the Aleen's for my paper models, so that's what I use, but any kind of PVA will do. Elmer's school glue, whatever. And the only other thing I use, and this is where people are going to laugh, a rolling pin. If you know, you know. Because when you finish a diamond painting, not necessarily all of the drills will be perfectly aligned. Some will be a bit on the ha. So you grab your rolling pin and you lean on it and you roll and you go over it both directions, and you'll be amazed how many clicks and cracks you hear from the canvas as all the various drills settle down. And there we go. That's us for today. I think that's all the various random other tools I use. Painting, yes, because we do have to paint the edges of the canvas sometimes for framing purposes. Again, because the area of the frame will be bigger than the area of the image on the canvas. A decent brush, but not too big. This is a size 10 in a sable. It's not an expensive one, but it does the trick. And then what to paint it with. I see people suggesting poster paint, your basic craft paints. They're not the greatest because they will crack. If you bend the canvas or heat, expansion and contraction, the paint will crack. So what I use is scale model primers. They come in a multitude of colours. I tend to use black or grey for models anyway, so that's what I have. You can get all sorts of different brands, all sorts of different colours. There's a white. I think I've got gloss black in here as well somewhere. Yeah, gloss black. Yeah, they all cover it. And then if you're sealing a canvas because it's not going in a frame, you really don't need to buy anything expensive. Mod Podge is good. Just a cheap old diamond painting sealer will do the job as well. And for that you'll want a different brush to apply it. yeah, I just use whatever that is. You're not looking for a fine finish or anything. He's just blathering it on everywhere. Anyway, so hopefully some of that's been at least helpful. Maybe giving you some ideas. Oh, another bonus. When you're folding the plastic back, you don't need special magnetic keepers. Yeah, sure, they're nice and they're cute and what have you. Just use anything that's got a bit of weight in it. It doesn't take that much. My personal favourite is a jeweller's anvil, but yeah, might be a bit much. Just a pot of paint or something like that will do the trick. Anyway, thank you for watching. As I say, if you've got anything, stick it down there somewhere in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Memberships are open. Super thanks are on. Is there anything else I'm supposed to say? If you're on a mobile, you can hype the video. I think that's about all of it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, stick nice skull in the comments. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye. Boo.